Now see this question. In this question, again nested loop is there and we need to find out complexity of this program. And what I told you during last exercise, whenever nested loop is given, you need to simply check one thing, whether these two loops are independent to each other or they are dependent to each other. Now think about this. This loop is going to run from 1 to n. Definitely the outer loop is going to run how many times? N times. There is no doubt about it that this outer loop is going to run how many times? N times. Now think about the second one. This is going to run n times. This inner loop will run from j is equals to 1 to I. That means the future of internal loop is dependent on value of I. That means these two loops are dependent to each other. And whenever you will get these kind of situation, try to unroll these loops, try to see how this printf AMIT is going to be executed, and then only you can calculate the value of this particular loop, that how many times this is going to execute. So let me dry run this. Whenever I is equals to 1, condition is true, will come inside. Now tell me, when I is equals to 1, this inner loop is going to run how many times? 1 to 1, that means only one time. This point is clear, because j will start from 1, it will go up to I is what? 1. So this inner loop is going to run how many times? One time. After that, I is going to be increased, I can be 2. So when I is 2, if this condition is true, will come inside, and now tell me how many times this loop is going to be executed. J is equals to 1 to I, and what is the value of I? 2. That means how many times? 2 times. Similarly, when I is equals to 3, 3 times. When I is equals to 4, 4 times. When I is equals to n, how many times? N times. So in total, how many times this printf statement is going to be executed? Are you getting my point? So if n is equals to 5, how this loop is going to run? First of all, I will become 1, the inner loop is going to run for 1 time. So 1 plus. Then I is going to be 2, and this inner loop is going to run for how many times? 2 times. We have mentioned this. Then I will become 3, and this is going to run how many times? 3 times. And similarly, when I is equals to n, n times this loop is going to run. So in total, how many times this is going to run? You can see this is nothing but sum of first n natural numbers. And if you find out the sum will be n is into n plus 1 by 2. If you simplify this, you will get n square plus n divide by 2. And I told you one thing, whenever you are representing complexity, you can neglect small terms, you can take the leading term. That means complexity can be written as well. What is the highest term in this? N square. So I can write the complexity of this program is what? Order of n square. In case of any doubt, you can write in the comment box. I'm going to pick all the questions. Thank you. We'll see the next question.